Hello, my crafty friends. Today we are going to make a fun Valentine's Day card. And as you can see, I have two cards here that look very similar. The only difference really is the bow. And we're going to make this one with the black and white bow. And we're going to use this designer series paper that is in the Most Adored paper set that is on Sale-A-Bration. So hopefully you can see that without all this glare, but the back side are some gold and white, really pretty, and then the front side are these flirty flamingo and real red colors. So they're really pretty, very appropriate for Valentine's Day. So we're also going to use the bow punch, which will punch out the leaves and then some flowers. And we're going to use the Country Bouquet stamp set, and it has lots of good sentiments for Valentine's Day. So we're going to be using Just Wanted to Say and Happy Valentine's Day. So let me set that aside. And we're going to be using Real Red and Flirty Flamingo today. Again, your traditional Valentine's Day colors. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to put our envelope and our card base aside here, and we're going to do our stamping first, and then we're going to do our gluing. So first we're going to do the Flirty Flamingo. So let me get something to stamp on so that I don't stamp on my desk. So we're going to do this. Open this up, and we're going to do Just Wanted to Say. So I'm going to ink this up. And just get this where I can see it well. And Just Wanted to Say. So that turned out cool. All right, and then the next thing I want to do is I want to stamp the inside of the card, and we're going to use Real Red for that. And this is going to be the Happy Valentine's Day. So we'll just ink that up and just put this right here. Ta-da! And then I also want to use these little hearts that also came in there. We're going to do some red ones and some Flirty Flamingo ones in the corner here. So I'll just do the red real quick. And it gives it just some fun little inside stuff. And now that I wipe that off, we're also going to use this on the envelope. So I like to do all my stamping first, so let's just go ahead and do our hearts on our envelope. We'll just kind of make this up the side there. Okay, now we're done with that. Done with Real Red, so I'm going to put that away so I don't stick my finger in it. And get this Flirty Flamingo back. And so this one is a solid image. So I'm just going to just put this in here like so. And then we're going to do the inside of the card. I'm just going to put a few in here. Like so. There we go. Still plenty of room to write. Set that aside. And then let's go ahead and close this up. All right, so we have pretty much our stuff ready to assemble. I'm going to move this out of the way as well. So first thing I want to do is I want to line up my 3 strips of designer series paper. So I was taught to line these up first and then glue them down. And I thought, oh, I don't need to line them up. Well, then I did. It didn't turn out quite so well. So we're going to line them up here. Okay, and then I'm going to use some of my glue, and I'm just going to start with this side. A little glue here. Don't need a lot, just a little bit. I'm going to set this down. One thing about using glue is that you have a little bit of time to wiggle these around if you need to. So I'm actually going to do this one side so that I can divide up the space left in the middle. So I'm just going to lay this here. And again, I have a little wiggle room time, and I want to line up the bottoms of these two. And then this middle one. And you see the gold on the inside, it's really pretty. So you could use that if you wanted to, but today we're going to use the other side. So a little bit of glue here, and then we're going to lay this down here. And there we go. Okay, so now let's bring our example back here. So we have our panels on here. So now we need to tie the ribbon around. So what I'm going to do is set that aside. And this really has no front or back, so that's good. So you can't really tie it the wrong way. So we're just gonna pull it around here, and we're just gonna do a knot. So we have a little bit of space here. Tie this around, and then put this around here. Almost need a third finger, but let's see what we can do here. Get this to go in. It's always fun when you do this on a video to go, oh, this is not really working. But really it does work. You just tie a knot and get it through. There we go. Now I'm gonna put my finger here and then tie the knot. There we go. And you can still slide it around a little bit. So I'm actually going to snip off the ends of this. It's a little long for what I want, so I'm just gonna snip that off, and then snip this off. There we go. All right, so now I want to adhere this to my card base, which is real red. So I've already scored it in the middle. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. So let's get that creased out good. Now we're going to glue this down. So get our glue back out again. I like to put a little bit of glue on the ribbon, that way it sticks a little better. And again, you have a little wiggle room, a wiggle time when you do glue. So I'm going just to put this down here like so. And then I'm going to also adhere my sentiment onto its background. Just a little bit of glue is necessary. And I'm going to just center this here. And these are the everyday label dies, so those are really fun to use. Nice little holes out and stuff. So I'm gonna put this here, but again, on our example, we have this little leaves and the flower. So let me go ahead and punch those out real quick. So let's get my strip of real red here. I'm gonna use the real red to make my flowers. So we're just gonna line it up, punch it out, and there we go. And then we're gonna use this one to make the leaves. And so make sure that we have everything is lined up. Punch that out. Set that aside. And now I want to, so I'm going to have this right here. So I kind of want these just tucked in here like so. All right. So now I'm going to pop this up. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on here real quick. I'm just going to put them towards the edges so that there's not right on top of the ribbon. Kind of space them out a little bit so that they hold up my sentiment. Okay, so if I just leave these here like so, that's kind of what I want. So I'm going to put some glue on here and just have this as a holding spot. Just put a little glue on my leaves to glue it down. do that first real quick. And then put some glue on my little flowers. You don't need a whole lot or you'll have glue everywhere and that's never any fun. So just put a little bit because it's just paper on paper, so it will stick well. I'm just going to tuck this down here like so. Okay, and now I will pull off my dimensionals backings and put this on the front of my card like so. All right, and now I want to, here's the inside that we decorated earlier. So put some glue on this. And open up the inside of my card. Make sure I put it right. I don't know why, but I always do it upside down. And so here's the front and there's right. All right, and here we go. We have our fun little Valentine's Day card, and we have the envelope is all ready to go as well. So there you go. There's a nice little Valentine's Day card. Hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day and enjoy crafting. Thanks for joining me.